Here's Williams. Last game he had 10 points. It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
We've got Allen. Chandler out there with Amir Johnson. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Here's Muscala. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Charlotte.
And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo and Dallas. And you know, even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role and how you fit in.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The score now all even. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Bradley drives in. The dish to Parker. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Parker's got his first points of the game. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Williams' shot is off. Hornets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Rondo passes to Johnson. From deep, Miles. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Miles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Charlotte. Ish Smith comes in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Carter Williams is checked in. Passes to Muscala. Here's Bradley. 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Charlotte ball.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Hawks second.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
Charlotte making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Marcus All's checked in for Mike Muscala. Mirotic comes in for Parker. Paul George, he's checked in for Johnson. And Gary Neal subbed in for Bradley. Kept alive. Mirotic got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Charlotte has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Smith dishes to Noah. Allen with it. George picks him up. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. Charlotte no good that time either. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second.
And what a year last year for the Hawks. And what a job they did in their division. So many people thought Washington or Miami would run away with the Southeast, but the Hawks took that division by storm.
Here's Neal. Here's Carter Williams. The Hawks again can't hit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Nice shot by Smith. For the Hawks, it was the first time they have won their division in 21 years. Hard to believe, Clark, given how often they're in the playoffs.
And, you know, the last time they won their division, it was when they were in the Central back in '94. Just another great moment for what was an incredible season for the Hawks last year.
And that one's good. Mirotic has got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
The drive by Smith. Ginobili kicks it to Noah. It's Allen on the wing. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Hornets lead by 2.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Now, here is George. 6 points for him. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And the Hornets making a change here. Chandler's checked in.
Tyson Chandler.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Gasol's got 8.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
George against Antetokounmpo. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Carter Williams. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Shots good by Neal.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Noah. Here's Ginobili. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Smith kicks to Ginobili. Noah with a screen on Mirotic. Ginobili against Mirotic. Inside, Gasol with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Neal. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Hornets lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 15 points, 2 block shots, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience will be tested the rest of the way.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the 3, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the 3 ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Antetokounmpo.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Deron Williams out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Parker. And it's Gasol at the center position. Well, for Deron Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome.
Now here's Allen after the miss from Deron Williams. Rondo wide open. Again, Rondo missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Williams kicks to Gasol. Pass to Williams. Gasol setting the pick for Williams. Outside Gasol. The shot by George. Wide open. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now the pass to Allen. Johnson kicks to Antetokounmpo. The drive by Noah.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want. But then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Williams. And the Hawks lead by 1. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And George, here we go, kept alive. Gasol. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Kevin, we've got a moment now to look back to last year's Atlanta Hawks. Second in assists, second in three-point field goal percentage. And they also showed up in the top 5 in shooting percentage. This is a team that knows how to execute its offense and get good shots.
And from those assist numbers, you can see this was a very unselfish team. Their passing was really infectious and made them a tough team to defend.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved Coach of the Year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done taking the Hawks to the top of the East, Few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio, but he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
A shot by Williams, no good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's Johnson after Rajon Rondo's bucket. And Williams, here we go. Here's Muscala. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Muscala's got it all tied up now for Atlanta. Johnson with a screen on Williams, kicks it to Miles. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. The feed now to Miles. Charlotte moving it around. Allen for three, but they get it back. Back to Rondo. Noah with a screen on Williams. Johnson at the elbow. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Hornets lead by 2. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Parker against Johnson. Johnson goes in. Got a hand on it. Williams against Rondo. Johnson at the elbow. From deep, Miles. And he gets it to go. And now a 5-point Charlotte.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Beyond the arc, Muscala gets the bucket. Muscala's got 9 points.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Noah's shot is off. The Hawks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Johnson with the block. Rondo against Brandon. Allen outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Muscala. Johnson outside. Another 3 for Atlanta. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now here's Johnson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Rondo with the nice dish.
And you know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Noah. Ginobili comes in for Tony Allen. And Smith subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Count the bucket. Carter Williams has got his first points in this one.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Johnson. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Charlotte. Mirotic, a screen on Smith. Three-pointer. That's good from Mirotic on the assist from Carter Williams. And that's now 6 points for Nikola Mirotic. Chandler with a screen for Smith to the inside. Chandler, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Atlanta's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Feeds to Parker. Here's Neal. He's covered by Ginobili. That's good. Neal's got 8 points.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Hornets.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Marc Gasol's checked in for Parker. And it's Paul George in for Johnson. Johnson, good. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Here's Mirotic. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
Now Ginobili, after the missed three from Marc Gasol. Chandler outside. Back to Ginobili. Chandler with a screen for Ginobili. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo against George. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And George kicks to Carter Williams. Off target. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's Atlanta. They lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game.
And they stay there.
Charlotte trailing. Allen is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Noah in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Noah's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. George passes to Bradley. That's good. Bradley's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hawks.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
To the left wing, Williams with the steal. Here's George, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin. Hornets trail by 3.
Right side, Rondo. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. That is good. Bradley's got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And it's Rondo penetrating. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Rondo. Williams kicks to Gasol. Stolen by Noah. And stolen by Darren Williams. There's a screen. He dishes it to Gasol. And Atlanta again with the bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. That'll put Rajon Rondo on the line. They get Marc Gasol. Johnson, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Parker's checked in for Mirotic. And Rondo no good on that one.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Following the miss by Avery Bradley. The drive by Rondo. Gasol with the defensive effort.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Noah with the block. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Here's Parker. Nobody near Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 9 points for Williams.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Allen with it, now guarded by Bradley.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
He kicks to Williams. Gasol setting the pick for Williams. To the middle. Gasol no good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
That's good. 19 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Gasol. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Gasol's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Atlanta. Noah with a screen on Williams. Rondo kicks it to Noah. Rebound Atlanta. Gasol's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bradley with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. And George, here we go. Offline from the top of the key.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Rondo kicks to Antetokounmpo. The jump hook. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. You'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. Bradley kicks to Gasol. Looking for George. He gets it there. The shot by Williams, no good. Hornets trail by 5. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Bradley. And he elevates with a slam dunk. Amir Johnson did not like that one.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And the Hornets call time here. Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching them.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
So, a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Atlanta.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Good on the second free throw. The Hawks leading by 6. Right side Bradley. Gasol, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Hawks have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Outside Bradley. He feeds it to George. Here's Parker. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Ginobili outside. There's the dish to Boozer. On baseline, Jay. No good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Now Carter-Williams goes up the baseline, and the shot falls short this time.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Now here's Carter-Williams. Pass to Gasol. Bradley up top. The Hawks working the ball around, and so the ball's out of bounds. Ginobili touched it last.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Parker kicks to Bradley. To the paint. Gasol dishes to Carter-Williams. Pass to Bradley. And there's the feed to Gasol. Moves back up. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chandler. Johnson comes in for Carlos Boozer. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for C.J. Miles. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ish Smith. Now here's Ginobili. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, and that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now here is Smith. Chandler a screen, and so the Hawks take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Marc Gasol, with a strong double-double, points and rebounds. He was a force that was not going to be denied with his efforts both on offense and defense.
He gave them a big spark with his offense in the paint. He worked non-stop to establish position near the bucket, and that was a good look for them. The D has all sorts of problems trying to deal with him tonight.
Well, Marc Gasol is right in the middle of the conversation about the best centers in the NBA. If you're talking strictly about defense, well, Gasol is the conversation. It's just not about D, as we saw tonight. He got tremendous offensive game as well. Did you see that turnaround? Woo!
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.